We're good.
Hold on.
No, I
3,
don't-
2,
yeah.
1, go.
Well, first, we got to get all this He-Man stuff out of the way. I was at a customer's house the other day that bought a treadmill from us, and I ended up buying a bunch of old He-Man toys to add to this stuff, which probably doesn't make any sense for a 42-year-old guy to have hanging around his shop, but it looks cool. And we got more. Like, I know this doesn't have anything to do with exercise equipment, but like, whew, did you see that?
Just hit Jerry in the eye.
Jerry's on here.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Isn't that cool? Anyway,
You should give that to your kids.
I'm going to after I'm done with it. But we got to get this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this treadmill out of here. This we made kind of a YouTube diagnostic video on kind of like a how to fix it on this guy. And now this treadmill is going to die a natural death, and we're going to bring in. We just got in a really nice Spirit tread that we need to recondition. Because used Spirit treads where the money's at, but the problem is the motors are always shot, the belts are usually shot.
Yes.
So we are going to need to bring it in, and we're going to need to put in a new motor, put on a new belt. We'll put it on the lab table here, and go from there. So, yeah, this thing's got to go. Casey, your father-in-law built this table. Not the. I'm telling everyone else at home this. You knew that.
Right.
Let's go here.
Okay.
Ready? Here. Don't drop it on Sunny. That'd be sad.
She's got a fresh nail.
Sunny's got fresh nails. We'll put it right over here by the time portal for a second. Everyone asks what this is. This is not a teleportation chamber. It is a stand-up tanning bed. And before you ask, I don't know if it works. We took it out of a working facility. We have all the stuff. We don't have three-phase electrical. I don't know how to hook it up. If someone just would come here and give us $300 freaking for this thing, like, you can have it. Like, it's got this thing. This is the power source. And it's got everything that's there. I gotta believe for someone who wants a stand-up tanning bed, it's worth a $300 gamble. So that, or just wait a couple more months and it'll be sitting out on the curb. But all right, let's get the Spirit treadmill in here. Welcome to our shop, guys. This is one of what, 4 buildings that is full of exercise equipment at Treadmill Heroes. This is the building we call the Pit, because this used to be the gym that I owned called the Pit Barbell Club. And now it's kind of neat that we own it again, and now it's just full of exercise equipment owned by Treadmill Heroes. So this is a used that we just got in. Dayne and Danny just took this in yesterday. Here, let me just, ready? And so we're going to recondition this thing. We're going to put a new motor in it. We're going to put a new running belt on it. This is going to make somebody a darn nice used tread. But all we need now is just to have some time to work on it. That's what,
So much time.
we have so much time. We are just a plethora of time. Okay, now here comes the big lift. This is where your front delts need a little bit. Oh, I made it. If I was just an inch tall. Hold on a second. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, now we stand up.
Room.
Yeah, we're good now. Whew.
Voila.
Now it turns into a convenient table. It was very inconvenient up until that point. But isn't this nice? Now we can roll it around, open it up. You don't have to be on your hands and knees the whole time working on something like this.
so nice.
But overall, this one's in real good shape.
Joe, someone on YouTube wants to know what those action figures are back there.
Oh, come on, come on. I'll show you. So this is my PC private collection. I'm into all kinds of neat stuff. These are all the rubber wrestling figures from the 80s that we all used to throw around. A pretty big collection of those. Some new stuff, some Attitude Era stuff. He-Man, Turtles, lunch boxes. I'm into anything from the 80s or 90s. Got some comics. I just picked up this cane. It's kind of cool. Anything that's got the actual WWF on it. Because the reproduction stuff will just say WW, like this here. They make it look like it's an old toy, but it's not. It doesn't have the original. They can't put the WWF logo on it. That you know is old. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. This we got from a customer. Is this plugged in?
Yeah.
So you kick it, and then like beers come out, like right here. So a guy came in and did a partial trade on this for a, I think it was like a Smith machine or something. Was it a Smith machine? I can't remember what the guy had. Well, we had something he wanted, and then he sent me a picture of this. He's like, by chance, would you do a trade? And I was like, I think that's cooler than a Smith rack, so yeah.
There's a reflex chest or shoulder. One of the.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I think it was a
one of the red
reflex
ones
piece.
or one of the white ones, I don't know.
Yeah. And while I'm standing here, let me give props to my buddy Ryan Pitts. Ryan Pitts makes these weighted hammers. This was a Thor hammer that he made for us, or a Mjolnir, if you will. But what's cool is you can take this cap off and you can fill this full of like lead shot or sand or whatever. I have it empty right now, and just to swing it around empty is kind of heavy. Ryan Pitts from Iron Grip. He makes some cool stuff, and he gifted us this, and I think it's super neat. He hand engraved this for us, so he does a lot of stuff. So check out his website. But anyway, this is just kind of the collection within the fitness equipment realm. This one I love. This is an original WrestleMania 1 promotional poster. And I found these two in two separate places. I found this one. I think I got this one at an antique store somewhere, and I had it for like 2 years rolled up. And then I stumbled across a WrestleMania 1 closed circuit TV ticket stub. So back in the day, you would pay to go to like an arena and watch the event on a big screen TV, as if you were live there, but it was just like a big movie of the live event taking place. So to have a ticket stub from WrestleMania 1, closed circuit, and an original poster, it don't get much cooler than that, that's for sure. So, especially for a nerd fanboy like myself. But back to the fitness equipment. So this is a lot of our reconditioned, used stuff, some new stuff, like we've got a brand spanking new Star Trek 4 Series tread, which, by the way, if you have a light duty commercial use facility, like an apartment or a hotel or whatever the case is, these guys are great. We have a lot of people that just buy this for their house because it still looks just like a heavy duty home treadmill, but this thing's rock solid. I love this tread. I don't particularly like delivering them because they're so heavy, but once they're in the spot, it'll last you a long time. What else did you bring us, Dane?
An X-Ride.
Oh, who doesn't love an Octane X-Ride? Seated elliptical. So, pick this guy up used. People love these machines because not everybody can stand up on an elliptical. But you might have knee or hip or ankle problems. So you can sit on this thing and do we've all seen like the new steps or whatever in physical therapy clinics or what have you. This thing I feel is better. I feel like the motion's better. You can just do just your lower body. You can put your feet up here and do an upper body only. So we sell these and we rent them out. Don't we? Yeah, this is where you go, tell me more, Joe.
Tell me more. I've never heard that.
Well, let's say you want one of these, but you don't want it for the long haul. You just want to rehab a knee or an ankle. Call your friends at Treadmill Heroes. We'll deliver it. We'll rent it to you for a couple months. Get you back on the mend. Then we'll just come pick it back up. Rent it to somebody else. So anyway, kind of neat.
That's a great idea.
So if you wouldn't mind, Dayne, will you pick up the heavy end and roll that where it needs to go?
I don't know where I'm going, but yes.
There's always plenty of room. Everybody always says we don't have room for stuff. We have plenty of room for stuff.
That's why I want to go 4 buildings instead of 5.
That's right. I say we go deep. I think we go all the way up front.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going. Hey, while Dane's doing that, let's look in this back room.
Bye.
From a collector standpoint, that's a one of a kind. And if anybody has been in the fitness business, they know Reflex. These guys made some of the best strength equipment ever out of Milan, Illinois. First it was in Orion, Illinois, then Milan. And this right here was their original sign that was outside their building for many years. And when they were bought out by Rogue, I was friends with the owner, and him and I did a deal on this sign, and I thought that was so cool. So that's NFS, folks, in the selling world, not for sale. But here we got all kinds of stuff sitting around. This is kind of our weight area, more overflow of used ellipticals, bikes, home gyms, weights. I mean, you name it, we just got stuff. And good stuff. You know, this is like a brand new gym from Bodycraft Fitness. These guys are gaining a lot of momentum and steam in the exercise world. So it's great to be a dealer of Bodycraft. Their cardio stuff is wonderful. Their strength equipment is really good and innovative. They make a super nice functional trainer, but the home gym here is nice. It's a basic gym, but it's well built. And then certainly we love the secondary market gyms. If you're ever floating around on Marketplace and you're looking for a home gym and you're not sure, is this one good, is this one not good? You know what? Anything that says Hoist on it is good. They make, especially this series, the V Series gyms. These guys, man, oh man. I sold these in a previous life when I worked for another company selling exercise equipment before I started up Treadmill Heroes. And my goodness, did we sell a bunch of these. And they are just as good now as they were back then. So it's nice to get some of these used ones in. This thing, the Hoist V2, quite frankly, I'm surprised we can still have this one here. So anyway, how's the comments section going, guys? We getting any love or hate? Either one's fine with me.
They would like other people to talk.
Oh, Dayne, you should talk.
Oh, I'm not a talker. I just pick stuff up and move it. So sorry for not talking.
Yeah, that was bad. You could have thought of something. You could have thought of something. Well, let's. Why don't you go show everybody what we got on the back of the truck right now?
Okay.
The coup de grace, the creme de la creme of used exercise equipment pieces,
Reconditioned.
Come on.
reconditioned. We're not saying used anymore. Used has a kind of a stank on it. But it's used when we get it, it's reconditioned when you get it.
Out here is a Jacob's ladder. Essentially, you put this strap on. I'm not going to do it because I will fall or it'll start going too fast. You put that strap on. Then you just sit here and climb the ladder. Very good for fire departments. If you guys know anybody, they need it. That's all I got.
We should put that. Oh, dude, let's put that on there on the show floor.
Is that a fireman?
I mean, his
It,
red hat.
it could be a fireman. We just take the slow sticker off of it. I got this at a garage sale because in my neighborhood there's a couple kids that they go too fast, and I have young kids, and so to be kind of a wise ass, I picked this up at a garage sale to put it on the curb. But then I was like, man, I kind of look like a jerk for having that on the curb. So it was fun for a laugh for like a day, but it's like, okay, let's get rid of that. But we can
I'm not
use it.
gonna lie, when I see anybody having a slow side,
You speed up.
no, I don't speed up, but I just kind of give them the really.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I kind of felt like a jerk for having that out on my curb. But
In a previous life, you were probably that teenager.
now what? How are we gonna carry this thing? How did you get it in here? How'd you get it on the truck?
I used a forklift. And then
Is that the noise it made?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But
let's. What if you
slid
tip
pretty
it
well
this?
in
What
there.
if you tip it this way?
Yeah. That's how you carry it.
And then can you grab the bottom?
I've got a bar right here.
Okay, so you got to be about that height. What if you rest on my back like a pack mule?
That's pretty good, man. Oh, you have all of that.
Oh my God, that is heavy.
Yeah, put it down.
I don't think I can do that. That's not how to do it. Maybe if we have like a head harness, I can lift with my neck and I can hook it up.
Use your neck.
Use your neck. Yeah, how high can you go?
I can probably grab it like right here.
Okay, I think, yeah, full send. Oh, now I don't have much weight at all. It's all on you.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
So if you're looking for a Jacob's ladder, as you can see, they're easy to move around. They're super convenient. Like if you want to use it in your living room, and if guests come over, you can easily slide it into a spare bedroom. Oh God, where are we going with this?
No.
Okay, let's go right here.
Right here.
Yeah. I think let's move that
We need to talk
Echelon bike.
to the creators of Jacob's Ladders.
Yeah, maybe a wheel would be neat.
Just one, yeah.
Here, let's do this. Let's move this.
Okay. I don't know if you have enough room.
Is
to fit all
Pitbull still endorsing Echelon?
that. Like Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah, Mr. 305. Like he was putting out all the workout videos on this.
Was he
I did
wearing
not
his
know that.
sunglasses?
Yeah,
He always in a white suit.
but now I don't know. We started carrying Echelon in our stores, and then people would come in and they'd go, "Do you guys have Peloton bikes?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, we got the Echelon right here." And then we'd show them this, and then they'd buy this bike, and
I think it's the
yeah, I think it's better than Peloton. I think the product support's way better. If you're into the interactive stuff, you know.
What's all that stuff behind you?
Oh, let's talk about that. Dayne, you tell them about this. I've talked about this stuff so many times now, I feel like I don't quite have the sizzle to my steak anymore. Tell them.
Well, this is
Stand in front of me, please.
mint condition Nautilus strength equipment from.
1974.
Why don't you talk about it? From 1974. We got this from a customer that just had it all in one room, and it's not light. But are we even? Is this just going to sit here for a while?
I think the right guy
Yeah, I think.
or gal needs to come along, because anybody who knows this equipment knows this stuff is rare as hen's teeth in this condition. Like you can maybe find a pullover, but even the junky used ones go for $3,000, and they look like they got dug out of a river.
He's talking now. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No, I wanted you to.
yeah.
That's why I asked you.
I took the bait.
Yeah.
But this thing here, I mean, it's mint. It's mint. Everyone wants this in their gym. Look at even the plastics. Hear that? You don't have anybody with plastics that echo like that. That's when they're fully intact. But we got I don't know, is there 10 of them here? 10 in the circuit.
10, yeah.
The leg extension, the ab crunch, the back extension, the pullover. This is a weighted dip. I'm embarrassed to say I didn't know what this was when we first saw it in the room.
It's a scary machine. Like you pick that thing up, like you unhook this. This is going to come crashing down. It was not fun to put together by myself, but we got it.
This had to go out of a couple single doors through a pool room, not a billiards room, but a pool room.
Yes.
A swimming pool, out and around, in the rain,
Up a hill.
up a hill. But it's for sale. $10,000. 10 for 10. That's a good deal.
That's a great deal.
Part of the collection here that I am pretty proud of is that piece. I worked on getting this piece for years. This neon light. So that came, there was a gym, very well known in the Quad Cities, named DePape's Gym, that got started, I believe, in 1980. And this was a custom-made neon sign that was inside the front door of the Rock Island, Illinois gym. And the owner, Gary, used us for service for years until he sold the gym, and to our friends over at Top Shape Gym. And but prior to Gary selling it, I tried and tried and tried to buy that sign. He wouldn't sell it to me, and then it went with the gym. And when Top Shape bought it, by as luck would have it, the owner wanted a couple squat racks that we had. And I made a trade. He got the way better end of the deal monetary wise, but I was so happy to get that sign. It's just a historic piece of workout memorabilia from the Quad Cities. And now I have it. And now I have it, and now it's NFS. So it's pretty neat. It's neat to show it off, and it's cool when people come in and they recognize it from that gym. So anyway, if anybody wants some novel stuff, come get it. Okay, now Casey has to give a tour. Here you go. Put that on. Your turn. Okay, Casey's on. Casey's live. I don't know. Pick out something. Show us something cool in here. Show us something neat.
I think you've captured it.
Go tell us about that piece that we got framed on the wall.
Framed.
Yeah. And there's Katie, by the way.
You want me to talk about this muscle exerciser?
Yeah. Show people how cool that is. How you can take a $30 piece of exercise equipment and put in a frame, and then it looks super valuable and rare.
Doesn't this look super valuable and rare?
Ah. That's all you can tell us?
I mean, yeah, you can make something of yourself in 12 minutes with that piece of equipment.
Okay, so what's really neat about this, thank you, Casey, that was a wonderful tee up. What's really cool about this is this particular piece, the MW7 muscle exerciser, was actually manufactured by AMF, who also was partnered with Harley at the time when this came out. So effectively, this has roots and ties to Harley Davidson. And to have the original box, the original manual, the machine itself that you could pull and push, and the workout poster. I believe this is from 1976. 1976. Very neat piece. What do you think about that, Dayne?
That might be the coolest thing I've ever seen in the frame.
Do you have anything profound to leave us with before we go?
No, not really.
I feel like there's a ton of stuff that we could give tours on. I mean, we haven't even been down to the cheese house. We haven't been to the trading post.
Yeah, I mean, you could walk through every one of our buildings and show off quite a bit.
Yeah. So, well, if you want to buy some exercise equipment, we're your guys. And if you just need a wrench for hire, we're your guys. So we service, we fix, we install, we move, we sell fitness equipment residentially and commercially. We got a couple sayings. Don't buy from a greasy salesman. Buy from a greasy service tech.
Yep. I think that one's my favorite.
Yeah. And don't just be super.
Be super duper.
Bye, everybody.